What are you cooking today, Miss Martha? Well, let's unbag and let's see. Ooh, first bag looks like it's going to be dessert. Got some pecan pieces, sugar, oats, maple syrup. See a little granola thing going on here. Ah, Crisco bacon sticks. Yep. I'm going to be making a Blackberry Crumble, which no pie crust. It's going to have a granola topping on it. Oh, that's all's in that bag. Check that bag. We got side dish, potatoes. We got cheese, some onions. My favorite little baby medley. Aren't they so pretty? Look at those little potatoes. They're so colorful and look so pretty when they're baked. They don't take too long to bake. Got a little garlic to go with the onion. Ooh, light cream cheese. Plain yogurt. Low-fat yogurt, that is. Some pimentos and some green peas. I'm guessing I'm going to be making myself some baked German potato salad. And in the last bag was going to be our entree, our meat dish. Ooh, that's heavy. Beautiful. Look at those chicken wings. $23. Wow. Prices are outrageous right now, aren't they? Okay, well, you know, if I'm handling fresh meat, I gotta have to wash the meat, wash my hands, and we'll move along. But what we're going to be doing is, for organizational purposes, I'm going to make my own barbecue sauce on the stovetop first. Let that be cooling down. I'm going to also be making the dressing, the cream cheese and the yogurt, and the herbs, ranch herbs and stuff like that to go on the potatoes. And I'm also going to make the granola on top of the stove top because that's got to have a chance to crisp up. And then we'll put the blackberries on and we'll make the little pie filling to go in the crumble cobbler. So, got a few stages to go here. Starts first with washing this chicken and washing my hands, and we'll pick back up. Okay, we're going to pick back up. My chicken has been washed. Now when you say washed, obviously you're not washing it with soap and water or whatever. You're just rinsing it under cool water to get the germs off of it. Then you set that aside to drain and you wash your hands with soap and water to get the germs off your hands, and you can move on with cooking. That's how you wash chicken. So the chicken has been washed. My potatoes and my onion has been peeled and chopped up there in their casserole dish. So these are ready until we can put the sauces on them. So I've got 4 pounds of chicken wings, 3 pounds of blackberries, and 2 pounds of potatoes. If you're writing things down, or for me to write things down later. Now, to start with the barbecue sauce, I'm using half a bottle of ketchup, which is basically 1 cup. Yep. Oh, where's my spoon? Me and those walking away spoons. 1 cup ketchup. When you're cooking your barbecue sauce on the stove, make sure you run your exhaust fan because sometimes the vinegar, it can kind of get you. Okay, I need 1/4 cup vinegar. I'm using a red wine vinegar, but you could use whichever you have in the pantry. 1/4 cup olive oil. I like extra virgin olive oil, but like I said, you can use whatever's in your pantry. Home cooks, we don't go out and buy special stuff. We use what we got. Now, I'm going to use 2 tablespoons mustard. Oh, my poor thumb won't let me get it down in that spoon. There we go. Whew. Sucks to get old and get arthritis in your joints. Okay, let's use a dry spoon for the dry spice. 1 tablespoon black pepper. 1/2 tablespoon salt. 1 tablespoon garlic powder. 1/4 tablespoon turmeric. Get in the spoon. There you go. 1/4 teaspoon cayenne, red pepper. And I have some salt-free extra spicy mustache, 1 tablespoon. I like my barbecue sauce a little bit sweet and spicy. So we're going to use 2 tablespoons maple syrup, real maple syrup, not pancake syrup, the real deal. We're also going to use this later in our granola topping. Now this, we're going to take it over to the stove and we're going to put it on simmer. Then we'll come back and we'll make the granola and we'll put the filling part on the blueberries so because these all have to go on the stove top before we put them in the casserole dishes to go in the oven to bake. Okay, let's make the cobbler filling. I've got my 3 pounds of blackberries. They've been washed. I've got 12 ounces of dark Karo syrup. All that's going to go in there. Well, you just don't have the grip strength you used to when you get older. Get in there, every little drop. There you go. I'm using 1 whole stick, which is a 1/2 cup of margarine. And 1 teaspoon. Yeah, your old lady hand makes a perfect 1 teaspoonful of salt. So this is going to go on the stove top to start breaking down the berries a little bit because I don't want a big old solid berry in there. I want it to be more like a pie filling. And I'll come back and we'll make the granola topping for it. Okay, we're going to make our granola topping for our crumble. We're going to use 1/2 container, which let's see how many ounces are in here. 1 pound, so 1/2 pound. Still cut oats. I've got 1 cup of black walnuts. I've got 1 cup of chopped pecans. Need a spoon. I'm always needing a spoon. I need 5 tablespoons of pure maple syrup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. My hand's kind of sticky. I'm going to need half the box, so it's 1 pound, so 8 ounces of light brown sugar. Help if they can see the label more. There you go. Save the rest of that for one day when I'm baking cookies. ¼ teaspoon cinnamon. Okay. And 1 stick, which is also 1/2 cup of the Crisco butter flavor, 0 trans fat shortening. And my hand's really rusty. Okay. This is going to go over to the stove top to melt to make my crumble topping. Okay, I've turned the barbecue sauce off. All I had to do was just meld the flavors together. And I'm keeping an eye on my granola and keeping an eye on my pie filling over there. We'll move the camera over in a minute. But I need to put a little salt and pepper on the chicken. A little salt. A little pepper. Same thing with the potatoes. A little bit of salt. Pepper. We're going to make the sauce for the potatoes in just a minute. But I've got to bring over the barbecue sauce. We're going to drizzle that over our chicken. My oven is preheated to 375. Smells good. Okay, it's going to go in the oven. We'll make the sauce for the potatoes. And we'll also keeping an eye on the granola and keeping an eye on the blackberries on the stove, the pie filling, cobbler filling. All right, we'll check in over here on the stove top. I have my blackberry compote. If I won't stand here and watch it, I can turn it up a little higher than simmer. I've been going back and forth, making things over on the counter, on the stove, and my granola. Also on low, stir them constantly. So it's just a matter of multitasking. We'll save time on the video. Obviously I'm stirring the stove. All right, let's get the baked German potato salad. You're gonna go like, what? That's not the way I make it. Doesn't matter. It's how I make it. It's how I like it. How my family likes it. And I'm sharing my recipe with you. I hope you'll try it. We'll start off with half a container. So if there are, how many ounces are in this thing? 32 ounces, that'll be 16? Yeah, 16 ounces. Non-fat, Greek, plain yogurt. The rest I'll just put back in the refrigerator and I'll use it to make my smoothies with. Okay, a whole tub of the light cream cheese. There are 12 ounces in here. It's sitting out at room temperature, so it'll be easier to blend. And this is easier anyway, the light cream cheese. You get that big old hunk of Philadelphia. Need my ranch seasoning. I need 4 tablespoons ranch seasoning. 1, 2, 3. Get out of there. 4. Shaker salt. Shaker black pepper. Yep, there we go. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of thyme, 1 teaspoon of parsley, and start mixing that up, and then I'm going to add in my little jar of pimentos, and I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of the minced garlic. So let's get this mixed up. Get that out of my way. I knew my chihuahua was going to be like that when I heard it come on. Your teeth are good when Mama was cooking. That's all. It wasn't going to take long. That's it. Mommy's done with that part. Mommy's done with it. Mommy's done with it. Clean that up later. Okay. Let's put it in our jar. Let me drain it real quick. Sliced pimentos. Look pretty. And my tablespoon of minced garlic. Here's a spoon. Put that back in the refrigerator. Use that in my other cookie. Okay. Mix this fish. I don't have to put the blender back. I mean the mixer back on. We just mix this in my hand, and we're going to spread it evenly over the potatoes. Oh, that black pepper will make me sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Okay. is on top of the potatoes here. It looks so pretty when it's cooked with the colorful potatoes. Let me go check on the stove. Okay, let's put the canned peas on top. Followed by half cup of Colby Jack shredded cheddar, Monterey Jack, and shredded Colby cheese. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. When you run a home business, you have people coming by sometimes, dropping off material, dropping off checks, or picking up material, picking up checks. Okay, so we're gonna half a bag now. We might put the half back on later, half of the bag now. We might put more on later, depends on how it melts and disintegrates into the potatoes. But let's go ahead and get these in the oven. The chicken has been in the oven because that takes the longest to cook. My potatoes are going in now, and we're gonna go over to the stove top and see if my filling for the blackberries has thickened up, or if I have to add a little cornstarch to that to get back to the pie stage. Okay, I've got my barbecue chicken in the oven. I've got my German potato salad in the oven baking, and I can turn off the granola crumble. Pecans, that's going to go on top of my cobbler. I can already tell looking at the blackberries. Can you see from there? Yeah, you can see. They're the right color that I want them. Instead of being black, they've turned purple. However, honey. And I need that to thicken up. I can sit here and I can boil it for another 2 hours, but we got stuff to do. I've got 4 chihuahuas wanting to go outside and play. So we're going to add in, I've already taken some cornstarch and water and made what's called a little slurry, and we're going to pour that in to help thicken it up. You have to stir as you pour it in or it'll lump up. Spin that out way. So, there you go. I'll stop and peek at it every now and then, see how much you need. Almost got it. Turn that off. Oh yeah, that'd be good. It's gonna thicken up a little bit more as it cooks. Alright. Reach back over here and we'll assemble the cobbler. Oh, we're walking over together. I forgot to pause it. Okay, I'm coming over with the hot blackberry mixture. Let's get that in my casserole dish. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Instead of just using the raw blackberries, blackberries have those little wooden little seeds and all those little nooks and crannies to it. And they can get stuck between the teeth. This way, kind of soften those up a little bit so you won't have a dental visit. All right, spread that out evenly in your casserole dish. Yummy. Let's bring over the granola. Somewhere to set it. I'm gonna burn my countertop. Gonna be spreading this out on top of the cobbler. I'm gonna save time with the video here. Okay, we're gonna put our blueberry, boy, yeah, you get tired when you cook it in here. Our blackberry cobbler in the oven. Okay, everything's in the oven now. We've got the chicken, the barbecue chicken. We've got the German potato salad, green peas. And we've got the blackberry cobbler with granola crumb topping. Needs about an hour for everything to cook. I can't leave the camera paused for an hour while everything's cooking. That'll take too long. Come in here and we'll show off the Christmas tree. Hey, what did you Chihuahuas? All right, I'll pick back up on the video. I'll make the thumbnail be the finished dish. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, my boys want to go outside. So, happy holidays to you. Hope you'll make this meal for yourself. It's barbecue chicken, German potato salad, and blackberry cobbler.